I am a one-woman show, and here's how I save time without hiring a VA. Look, I get it. As solopreneurs, we are doing everything on our own, right? We are answering repeat client emails or just random emails or onboarding our new clients, maybe forgetting some steps when we're onboarding our new clients. Like everything is on us, right? Which is fine. It's all good, right? Like I don't want a team personally. Like I really just like my business being very small and just me creating the content and me helping my customers and my clients because that's just how I want to run my business. That said, that leaves a lot on my plate. I'm also doing the marketing, I'm creating the content, I'm creating the courses and the templates and the materials, and I'm trying to promote them and get them out there and making sure they're getting delivered properly, and all of that stuff is on me also, which again, I'm totally fine with, but it can be a lot. But because I want to keep my business a one-woman show, I had to come up with a way to be able to do all of these things while also working a full-time job, while also having a project-based job with Kit, while also having a client that I work with regularly on a monthly basis. Like that's a lot to manage all at one time by myself. But it's not impossible, and I don't want you to think it's impossible either. Now, if you want to hire a VA, I am so happy for you, and I really want you to go do that. And I hope you find somebody who is the perfect right-hand woman for your business. If you don't want to hire somebody, if you want to keep everything with you, that is great too. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you're going to need some really good systems in place to make sure that nothing falls between the cracks, because it can happen and it's a lot easier than you think it is. It's not detrimental most of the time to your business, so it happens. But you don't want it to happen, right? So let's talk about a few things that I did to kind of set up those systems and get things in place so that I can run my business on my own while also doing all of these other things. I built what I call my strategy stack. It sounds crazy, but I promise you it's not. They are just some simple little systems that I built to help me kind of run things on the back end even when I'm not home. The first part of this, which you've heard me talk about before, is automations. These are just little systems that work on the back end that take care of things for me automatically without me having to stop whatever I'm doing or if I'm not home. So this is just even as easy as sending somebody a welcome email as soon as they make a purchase. Okay, this could be for one-on-one. The only one-on-one I'm offering right now are little tech sessions or power hours. So these are just little hours that we'll chat. We can go over something that's in your business that you can't figure out how to do. Maybe you're having trouble with an automation, or like in Kit, or you're wanting to set up an automation, or need to fix a few things on your Squarespace site or something like that. We'll hop on a call for an hour and we'll go through it. I can either do it for you or show you how to do it or just tell you how to fix it, and we'll figure it out. And while I only have a limited number of spots every week for these types of calls, they can be booked at any time, right? So I could be at my other job and somebody books one of these calls. I can't stop what I'm doing to like send a welcome email, right? So I have an automation set up that sends them an email and the link to where the call is going to be and all of this stuff on the back end, so that that's all taken care of and they have it as soon as they sign up without me having to stop what I'm doing and take care of it. That's an automation in its like most basic form. Like there's really no reason you shouldn't have something like that set up in your business, but if you don't know, you don't know. And while they are pretty straightforward to set up, sometimes they're not. So if that's not something that you have set up, then I want you to do that right now. Go just hit pause and go take care of that at the moment. So I want you to think of all the things that you do on a repeated basis, like daily or weekly or whatever, that you might not actually need to touch every single time. And I want you to see in what ways you can maybe put that in some kind of automated system so that you don't have to do that manually every single time. Next up, we have templates. I love a good template. I have a template shop that I'm working on right now. It's gonna have, like, my dream is for it to have all kinds of templates for you to grab and use in your business so that you don't have to create them all from scratch, because it does take a minute. Not gonna lie, it takes a minute to make them, but they are lifesavers once you have them. So I would create templates for anything that you are doing repeatedly. So if you have people emailing you on a regular basis asking the same types of questions, create a template, okay? Create a template so that you can basically just copy and paste it into a reply email to them, and you don't have to rewrite it every single time somebody asks you that question. Maybe depending on the specificity of the question or how they word it, maybe you need to tweak it a little bit, but trust me, having the bulk of that email already written will save you so much time when you can reply to a question in 30 seconds instead of 15 minutes, okay? Trust me on that. So create templates for things that you are doing regularly or writing regularly. Words are hard. If you do YouTube videos, create a template for your description, okay? Your description itself is actually going to be different every time, right? But you have the same elements in the bulk of your description. So have where you're going to put links to other videos, have where you're going to put links to your products, have where you're going to put links to freebies. All of that can already be in there. All the links can already be in there, and then you can just change them or remove them as needed if they don't apply to that video. But having them already saved into a template that you can copy and paste into your description, and then edit the parts that need to be fixed or different or customized for that video, again, it's going to save you so much time. So templatize everything that you can. Templatize. I don't know if that's a word, but I like it. So templatize everything that you can. And if you don't know where to start with that, just start with just jotting down things that you do all the time. Like you can even just start this week. Don't worry about creating the templates this week. Start with just taking a note. Not a mental note, okay? Because you will forget. Start by taking note of things that you do repeatedly. Start a tally, okay? Somebody emailed in with question XYZ. There's one. Tomorrow you get another email with the same question or a very similar question. Tally, okay? You do YouTube videos, okay, the description, and then that you repeat weekly, right? So add that to the list, create a template for that. Onboarding customers, maybe this isn't weekly or daily, but you do it more than once. So make sure you tally or jot down that you want to make a template for your onboarding emails for your customers. Things like that you do repeatedly, okay? Make a list. Next week, you can start working on making templates. And probably what is almost the least sexy phrasing in online business or business in general, SOPs, okay? Because how corporate does that sound? And probably if you're anything like me, you've started a business so that you can be less corporate, right? But the thing is, an SOP is a way to do something so that you know that it's done consistently every single time, so that it's done the same way every single time. That's all it is, okay? And it is as important for small business as it is for big corporations. So I want you to have SOPs for your processes, okay? You don't need them all at once, but I do want you to have them, because the next time you sign a customer, a new client, I don't want you to have to think about the 8 steps that it takes to get them onboarded. Maybe 8's a lot, but I don't want you to have to think about that, okay? I want you to think of SOPs as a little checklist you could follow when you get tired, okay? You have a new client sign up and you're like, yay, new client, new income, that's great. But in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, but now I got to remember all the things I got to do to onboard this person. And maybe there's a little bit of resistance there towards this new client and any future new clients, right? And we don't want that. Okay, so if you have an SOP, just a little document, Google Doc, where you have listed out everything that you need to do when you sign a new client, there will be less resistance because you'll know. Okay, send them an email, send them an invoice, send them a Google folder where you're going to save all their info, send them a Zoom link or Google Meet link for all of your meetings. Once you have all of that listed out, like, you won't have to worry about forgetting to send them something again, and it'll be perfect. And if you want a little guide to some of these steps, I've got something for you, totally free. You can get it, and there's a link in the description or in the first comment. It's just a little guide to how to save some time in your business as a solopreneur. So I want you to grab that. It's just a little something I made to kind of help you make your solopreneur business a little softer. Here's something that's helped me tremendously. I have a little checklist that I check every day. It includes only the things that I need to touch that day. I kind of prepare it the night before so that I know for sure what I need to work on. Because some things have deadlines. You know, I have a client that I work X number of hours for every month. I need to make sure I'm close to, that I hit those hours or I'm close to it. So what do I need to do for her to make sure that we do that? Do I have a kit project that I need to finish up before a certain date? Do I have YouTube videos I need to film before a certain date? That kind of thing. So I make sure that that checklist has what needs to be done and what needs to be done first. I created it because I found that some days I was waking up overwhelmed, like thinking of all the things that I had to do. And I cannot stress this enough. You've heard me probably mention it in other videos where you have to brain dump. Like, you can't let everything live in your brain because your brain eventually gets tired and kicks things out, and that's how you forget, okay? I don't know if that's really how it works, but that's how it works in my head. Okay, so you've got to get the things down, okay? So when you know that there's XYZ thing that you need to do, write it down. Put it on a checklist, okay? Try not to have 15 different checklists in 18 different places. That math works if you stick with me. Just have a place where you can brain dump the things. And then, like the night before, go through and see, what do I need to do today? Do I have a kit project I need to finish? Do I need to do some hours for my clients so that we stay on track? Do I need to record a video or at least plan a video or whatever? And make sure that those things are on your list. That way in the morning when you wake up, you don't have to wake up in panic mode thinking of all the things that you need to do. You have a list of the things that you know need to get done today. And then depending on your energy and timing and how many times the dog needs to go out. You can work on more things when you're done with the things that have to get done. You don't have to wait until you have a VA to start saving time in your business. You can do it right now because you don't have to have a VA in your business. You can if you want, it's totally fine, but you can save time right now. You can save time in your business on the things that you're working on starting right now. Just start creating repeatable processes in your business, create templates for them, create automations for what you can, and enjoy the nice, slow business of your dreams. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below and let me know what systems or processes you're struggling with the most in your business as a solopreneur. I want to help you work through those. I'll also have the guide link below, so make sure you grab that, and I will see you next time. Bye.